Rope. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, on belay.
Okay.
The unique thing that I find about mountain climbing photography is that it's participatory. I can be a climber involved actively in a climb as a participant and take pictures at the same time. I couldn't do that if I were playing tennis or playing football, and so it makes it a very different thing. I'm recording my own experience rather than standing on the sidelines and being a spectator recording what someone else is doing. And that is part and parcel of my whole photographic method. When I'm doing landscapes, I feel that I'm involved in that landscape as it's happening. And I feel a very different thing about that landscape, and I feel I can influence it by my own motion. I can move up, move down, change the position of the sun on the horizon, all sorts of things, because it's part of me that I'm photographing rather than something that I'm merely a distant spectator watching. When you climb an easy mountain, every member of the party moves together. But when the going gets really difficult, only one member moves at a time. So on the cliffs of Yosemite, we do almost entirely what's called fifth-class climbing, with the leader moving while another person below is holding the rope for safety in a stationary position. And as the leader goes up, he places anchors in the rock and attaches them to his safety rope. And that rope is there like a net for an acrobat. He doesn't rely on it, doesn't pull on it, doesn't hold on to the anchors in the rock. But if he falls, it will hold him and keep him from falling to the ground.
Almost at the belay, Galen.
Okay, real good. Good job. That's fantastic.
If I do an assignment for the National Geographic, I take a big kit of lenses just like any other professional photographer, maybe 15 lenses and 3 cameras. But when I go out by myself in the wilderness, I may take one camera body and a 24mm wide angle, a 55mm macro lens, and a 75 to 150 zoom. That weighs less than 5 pounds, and lots of times I come back from those trips with just as good photographs as when I've taken the whole kit and caboodle. When I first started mountain climbing photography, I only took pictures during rest times. And if I came to a ledge, I'd take a photograph. If I stopped to rest, I'd take a photograph. And I got lots of good things. But then I began to realize that I could photograph in action almost any time. And if I had a setup that would allow me to have my camera in a little chest pouch and have a slightly elastic neckband so that I didn't have that shock on my neck when I moved, when I hiked or moved around, that it didn't infringe on my progress hardly at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Climbing. That looks great up there. I'm gonna get a picture.
I almost forget that I have a camera there. And then when there's a good moment, I can just reach down, take my camera out of a pouch in a couple of seconds, hold it up with one hand and photograph while my other hand is in a crack or holding a rope,
here I come.
whatever it is, and slip it back in the case and keep moving. And it hardly changes my experience at all.
Looking pretty solid there, Galen.
Feeling okay. It's really great climbing. Okay, here I come.
Okay.
Started out wrong on that one. I was a little pumped from playing with the camera. Usually a lie back here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little technical. You get little finger locks and make a high step with your toe in the crack. And you reach up for a good hold.
Okay. Okay, only about 10 feet, huh?
Yeah,
Great.
cash was there.
Doesn't look too cash. What'd you do here?
I just reached out right to a big flag.
Oh, yeah.
Step up one move.
Okay.
I'm convinced that a lot of the reason for my personal success in photography is that what I photograph is part of my personal passion, and it really turns me on. And at the most basic level, I think all photographers have something in common. When they take pictures, they're trying to answer that question, who am I? Why am I here? What am I doing here in this world? And if you weren't asking that question, you'd go buy postcards. And when you went to a place like Yosemite, you'd be satisfied to take somebody else's pictures home. But you want that unique vision that you have. And you want to say, this is who I am by these photographs that are individual. You want to say, this is what I saw.